YouTubers, how you doing? I hope you're doing great. You're doing great. Welcome back to class today. This is RemTop tutorial, and in our last class we talked about okay, we talked about when we're given the root of the equation. Okay, so in our today's class we're going to discuss simultaneous linear equation. Simultaneous linear equation and quadratic equation. Sometimes the question will be given to you together like that. They will give you the linear equation in conjunction with quadratic equation, and as soon as you have the two set of equation and you have two unknown, that's what we call simultaneous equation. You know that one, right? Fine, because we've talked about simultaneous equation. If you missed that video, please go back to it and go and check it. It's in my channel. So you see how to solve with elimination, with substitution, with define simultaneous equation in a simplified form in that one. So, but what we want to discuss today is sometimes they'll give you these two sets of equations, just like what we have on the board now. One will be linear and the other one will be quadratic, and they will have to solve it, and they will have two unknown there. As long as you have something like that, you know, two unknown make an equation, two unknown, two linear equation, that is a simultaneous equation. But now this one will still now carry second power, which make it a quadratic equation. So you can have something like that, quadratic and linear equation. So call it simultaneous linear quadratic equation. Okay. So anytime you have something like that, so most time when we want to solve something like this, just like the story that I'm having on the board here, it says sometimes the set of simultaneous equation may be such that one is a linear equation while the other is quadratic. Okay. This is usually solved by substitution method. Mostly you have to use substitution method because you have to substitute. You can't say you want to cancel this one. The best thing you can do is you substitute. Fine, that's very good. Now let me remind you, if you're here to subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel so we can appreciate what we're doing here. Okay, and you share it with friends and family, and for more videos anyway. So let's go to it. Let's go to class now. I want to clean this one because I just want to use this one as a paraphrasing of what we want to talk about. Okay, fine. Now let's look at the question now. The question says solve the simultaneous equation 2x plus y is equal to 5 and x squared plus y squared is equal to 25. Very good. The next thing we're going to do, the first thing that you must do when you want to solve simultaneous equation is you name your equation. Okay, you name your equation. That's the first thing. Okay, remember what I taught you while we were talking about simultaneous equation? You name your equation. That's the first thing. Equation 1. We can just write only 1. Okay, I don't even put equation there, just write 1. So you know that that's equation 1. Okay, and the second one says x squared plus y squared is equals to 25, and that will be your equation 2. You get it now. The next thing you're going to do is make 1 the subject of formula. The name of the equation, preferably use equation 1 that doesn't have second power. Okay, so you don't have issue. Please avoid some complicating things. So make y the subject. Make y the subject. In equation 1. I hope you remember how to make something the subject of formula. Probably we'll go to that topic very soon. Now we're going to have y equals, when we make this one, the formula, this one will go to the other side here. 5 minus 2x. And that's our equation 3. Okay, might not be standing. Just let us name it as equation 3 like that. Now we already know what the value of y. Y is equals to 5 minus 2x. Let's go and substitute in equation 2. Don't forget, when you make something is subject in equation 1, you substitute in the next equation. Don't substitute in that equation again. No. So substitute y equals 5 minus 2x in equation 2. Okay, this is our equation 2. Anywhere we see y, we put that thing there, we put the value there now. Okay, so we're going to have x squared plus, these are y now, so we're going to square it. So let's put it in brackets so we'll not have issue. Minus 2x all in square is equals to 25. Do we see it now? So anywhere we see y, you do it like this, then you have it in that end like that. Now let's move on now. What is this one telling us? That we have to double it. Okay, we double it. Shall we double it somewhere? Okay, let's try and do that. So let me write it here first. Then we double it because we don't want to use that one as our yardstick here. So we have 5 minus 2x all in square equals to 25. This one, it means, for those that have forgotten how to open the brackets, please don't forget it. Okay, there's no magic there. I'll clean this one, but I just want us to do it together. This is 25, isn't it? Minus 10x, okay? And this one is plus 4x squared. Do you see it now? Okay? Then you now have 25 minus 20x plus 4x squared. Okay? I don't just want to put this one there straight, so some will not be asking how do you get 20, how do you get 4x. This is how to get it. Okay, I'm cleaning it now. I'm not going to celebrate this one. So we now have x squared plus, as we have it here, 25 minus 20x plus 4x squared is equals to 25. I hope how to get this one is clear to everyone. This thing, this is how to derive it. So I'm cleaning it, don't forget. Let's move on. That's not what we want to work on. Now, from that end now, what do we have? We can simplify some things. This one can come together with this one. This one will go to the other side. Then we have this one in the middle there. Okay? So you can see x squared, x squared. So we have the 2x squared here. 1 and 4. That will give us 5x squared, isn't it? Fine. 5x squared. This one is going to the other side. So go and subtract, and that will give you 0. Minus 20x, isn't it? Is equals to, let me write it there for those that will be questioning how do we get that, or why is it 0? This is plus 25. When it goes to the other side, it will go and subtract. That's minus 25, okay? And that will give you what? 0. Fine. So we now have x squared minus 20x is equals to 0. Is that one clear? The next thing you're going to do is factorize. Factorize, you know, x common to the end there. And 5 is also common. So take the something that common out. 5x into x minus 20. Sorry, x minus 4. Don't forget you've already factorized equals to 0. Is that one clear to you? Fine. Then we equate everything equals to 0. So we have 5x is equals to 0 and x minus 4 is equals to 0. Okay? So x here will be equals to 0. That is 0 minus 5. 0 divided by 5. Or 5 divided by 0 will give you 0. Sorry, we'll give you 0. Okay? 0. That one has gone like that. And on the other hand, our x will be equals to 4. So those are the two answers that we derive from the expression there. But that's not the only answer. Don't forget, this is just the x and x. The question asks us to find x and y. So you have to go and find the value for y. And how do you do that? You substitute. Okay? You have to go and substitute the value of x, so you can derive what the y is. So we can use this equation 3, just substitute for x in the two end, then we get what the value of y is. Okay, substitute. So we already know what our x is now. It can be 0 or 4. So substitute x equals 0 or 4 in equation 3. And what is our equation 3 says? Equation 3 says y equals 5 minus 2x. Okay, that's our equation 3. So I'm clearing this side now so we can put our equations there. Okay, let's move it. Let's go now. So we're putting our equation 3 there, because we are still going to check our work. Maybe we get it right or wrong. Okay, so now the next thing you're going to do, you place it one at a time. Y equals, how do we write down? Y equals 0. When x is equals to 0, that is 5 minus 2 into 0, or y equals 5 minus 2 into 4. Okay, 5 minus 2 into 4. So those are the two ends. So we now have y equals 5 here, or y equals, what's the answer? Oh yeah, that is 5 minus 8, that's minus 3. Do you get it now? So we've already derived the answer to the x and the y. So over here, our x is this. Our x is this one now, and our y is this two thing here. Okay, fine. We've seen x, what the x is, and what y is now. So let's check our work. Let's see, maybe we'll get it right or wrong. Okay, let's check it. Let's check it. How do we check it? So we can even write it in just like a coordinate. So our solution can be written in ordered pair, just like x comma y. Okay, it can be x comma y, that is 0 comma 5 x comma y, or x comma 5 x comma y, that is 4 comma minus 3. Okay, so it can be written in that form. And I told you we can check it. Let's check quickly. Let's check in 1. So let's check. So in equation 1, do you remember our equation 1? What our equation 1 says? It says 2x plus y equals what? 5. Very good. So let's place x and y there. Let's place x and y there. This is our x, this is our y. X comma y. Okay? And that will give us what? 2 into 0 plus 5. And what will it give us? 2 times 0 is 0 plus 5. So the answer is 5. That one is correct, isn't it? Very good. So let's check in 2 now. Check in the equation 2. In equation 2, what's our equation 2 says? X squared plus y squared is equals to 25. Let's check, maybe we are going to get this one. What's our x in equation 2? That is 4 squared plus minus 3 squared. 4 squared is what? 16 plus minus 3 squared, that is 9. 16 plus 9, that is 25. You can see now. Okay, so make sure you check it quickly and then you can confirm your answer if the time permits you in the exam. Okay, mashallah. Now let's go to the next example, because we need to explain another example. Here. So let's look at question 2 now. Question 2 says solve the system of equation x plus y is equals to 8 and x squared plus minus y squared is equals to 16. The first thing, you name your equation, as I always informed you. Please don't forget to name your equation. It's important you name your equation. So how do you want to name it? We know that one, right? Very good. Is equals to 8. That's equation 1. Then we have x squared minus y squared is equals to 16. And that's our equation 2. So what can you derive from this equation 2? You can see that x squared minus y squared, difference of 2 squared. Difference of 2 squared comes in here. So in that equation 2, so we can factorize it. Okay, factorize equation 2. It will give us what? Difference of 2 squared, x plus y, x minus y, all equals to 16. So instead of having square, we're not going to use that one again. So we're going to use it like that, x plus y, x minus y. Okay, so we can call that one our equation 3 now. Okay, our equation 3. Now let's look at it. It's still the same thing. This one is the same thing. Then what can you see? See something here. X plus y equals to 8, and we have x plus y here. Do you see it now? So we can substitute this equation 1 in 3. Substitute equation 1 in 3. Do you see it now? Fine. So when we see x plus y is equals to 8, just go and put 8 there. So we now have 8 into brackets x minus y equals to 16. Is it clear to that end? Mashallah. Now the next thing is you open the brackets. We know that one. Aha. Let's open brackets. So we have 8x minus 8y is equals to 16. What is common across? Something is common to everything. 8 dividing through by 8. So we can just have a simple something. Dividing through by 8. Let's divide through by 8. When divide through by 8, we are going to have x minus y is equals to 2. Do we see it up to that end? Mashallah. Let's move on. So what's the next thing? We've already derived another equation now. So we can now see that we have equation 1 to be this one, and the new equation that we derive from equation 3 is this one now. So we can match the two together. Okay, we can compare the two equations. So this one is our equation 4. So let's compare equation 4 and equation 1 now. So we can use this as a quadratic, as a simultaneous equation. Very good. So already remember simultaneous equation now. Then we just will have to do what? Eliminate. Let's eliminate y. We had it together by eliminating this one. So we're going to have 2x is equals to 10 and x is equals to 5. That's very good. That's very good. Some are still remembering of learning the simultaneous equation. So let's substitute for x now. So we already know our value for x now. Substitute x is equals to 5 in, go back to any of the equation that you like. Equation 1 is very simple, so let's use equation 1. And equation 1 says x plus y is equals to 8, and our x is 5 plus y is equals to 8, y equals to 3. That's very good. We've gotten our answer. So therefore our x is equals to 5 and our y equals to 3. As simple as that. Do you see it now? Very good. Simple as that. Sometimes you might not need to go like quadratic equation before you get your answer. You can see it's a quadratic simultaneous equation, fine. But by the time we factorize this one, the quadratic has gone. We don't see any second power again. We have only single power, only first power rather. Then you can just go and get an answer straight without getting double answer. Do you see that? Mashallah. Let's check our answer quickly. Let's check. So let's check in 1 now. Equation 1 says x plus y is equals to 8, right? So let's put the two together. 5 plus 3. What's 5 plus 3? Equals to 8. Mashallah, that one has gone. Let's check in 2 now. Check in 2. Let's check in 2. What's our equation 2 says? X squared minus y squared is equals to 16. What's the x squared? That is 5 squared minus 3 squared. What is 5 squared? 25 minus 9 equals to 16. You can see now. Do you see it now? Make sure you check it. So you can be sure of what you're doing. Let me give you some questions to try on your own now. So here is the question I want you to try on your own. Okay, go through the example and make sure you apply that knowledge. Okay, apply the knowledge of what we've learned in the example and you solve those 3 questions. Okay, see you in the next class, inshallah. Okay, bye.